We're going live. One stream going live. Come on, live. One stream. Go live. Oh, things are happening. Nice little things. Oh my gosh. All right, we're live. Whee! All right, we are live. All right, sorry if anyone had to sit through that for 20 seconds. Just whatever, this is the way it is. Hi, everyone. This is Rita Desnoyers-Garcia of Becoming Awake and the Calm Mom Alliance on Facebook, and just Rita Desnoyers on Instagram. And I help stressed out professional moms to feel more love and to be able to savor and embrace their lives, even if it's for the first time. And I have a very special guest today that I'm interviewing. Her name is Tina Blease. She's a good friend of mine. I'm just going to read a little bit about her, and then we're going to have a really nice conversation. So Tina is the founder and driving force behind Simply Green and Healthy Home. She educates individuals and families on the benefits of using non-toxic consumer products in their daily lives, super important, with a deep commitment to creating healthier homes and a more sustainable future. I think we're all on board with that. She offers easy to understand and affordable solutions to help families create safe, healthy living spaces. And her expertise and passion is deep, and her dedication to helping others create healthier homes for themselves and their families is truly who she is. And I can attest to that. She frequently collaborates with moms who have children, making it a suitable opportunity to join forces as we moms are dedicated to promoting the well-being of our children. Amen to that. Welcome to the show, Tina.
Thank you for the invitation, Rita. I know your group of amazing women are looking to you for suggestions and direction and tips, and I hope that I'll be able to add to what you are already sharing.
Oh, I'm very confident of that. So the first question I want to ask you is, how did you get into this crazy business? How did you get into Simply Green and Healthy Home? What's your story?
Oh my. Well, as I can talk forever. However, I am very focused on encouraging the Simply Green and Healthy Home concept. So my story is I type A personality living in the Bay Area, San Jose specifically, for over 40 years. And so I was one of those crazy stressed out moms because I had 3 sons, all in athletics, all different athletics. My husband's an athlete. And again, I was born in California, so I'm a weeds and seeds kind of gal, have always been what I call a closet hippie, eating organic, natural, dirt's good type of mom. We camped, we swam in the ocean, everything we could possibly do outside. So that's just who I am in general. So I have children, and it's my job to keep them healthy and safe. And with that comes the craziness of a very active life. So over 18 years ago, I started looking for green, healthier products in the home because I'd already done all the organic food and shopping at Whole Foods, having my organic garden, having chickens in my backyard, that whole kind of thing. And I looked into my home. It was important, and I was having problems in buying and finding affordable green, natural, plant-based products, and I was too wild and crazy to make my own. I didn't want to. I wanted to be out there with my children, being part of the PTA, that whole, mom thing, because I always worked from home. So I wanted that flexibility. I came across this online store called Melaleuca, and I went, wow, this is amazing. It was affordable, got delivered to my front door. It was made in America. They started over 40 years ago with the promise, the mission of being, botanical and biodegradable and healthy. And if a child would drink it, you wouldn't get sick. And so I started just being a shopper. But that opened up a whole new educational piece for me on what it is to create a healthy home. And so over the years, I looked deeper and deeper into that type of information. And I started sharing that with my friends and family. And so I created my Simply Green Home educational forum. And it's about talking with women individually the shopper, the family, mostly women, so I'll say women,
Mm-hmm.
and to see what it is about they want to improve in their health or their home. And we have a very focused, directed conversation about that. We talk about products that are in the marketplace, and we go from there. So I have learned so much about how because we live about 70% of our time in our homes now, it's important that everything we breathe and put on our skin is healthy for our health and for our immune system. So I'll stop there. So
No, that's great. You don't have to
know.
convince I feel like our conversation, you're preaching to the choir here. But I'm sure there are moms out there who are nodding, thinking, yeah, I wish there was more. There are products available, but a lot of them are very expensive or they're not very effective. And then of course, all the people who sell maybe the more toxic products, that's all they need to hear is, oh, well, they don't do a very good job. All natural products don't do a good job. Only our product will do a good job. And don't worry about the fine print. That won't hurt you. But I mean, I've seen that. There was a very powerful video that you sent to me. It was a news program, when news programs used to do this stuff, about a family that had, I think, asthma, and they had skin problems and stuff like that. And it turned out that they were using like exclusively products that were actually contributing to that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So
it's called the toxic brew, and how we live in a toxic environment. However, because we're consumers, and if you know what you should be switching out, then as a consumer, you have a choice.
Yeah.
You know which ones you want in your home.
Right. And where we put our dollars is what we believe in and want to support. So there you go. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about, I would love to hear a story from you about how maybe a mom went from not knowing so much and being curious or having some issues to changing over, following what you were saying, making some changes, and then life gets better. Do you have a story like that to share?
I do. Actually, I'll have two stories, one for a mom and then one for a wife, but they'll be very short. So usually a person comes to me because they're looking for one solution to a problem. And we talk about that. And so it's common about asthma and respiratory issues for their child. So in getting to know this mom, we started with the cleaning products, and that in the home immediately helped their two sons and a daughter with their respiratory problems. It wasn't 100% eliminated, but it was reduced. And isn't it that we want to live in our home in a very healthy, calm environment? So with that reduction, one child got off of that sprayer for asthma. And the other two children almost had no more issues in the home. They also realized that in cleaning their cleaning products, and also she started with items that was lotions and creams, shampoos and conditioners that the children were using in the home. It also reduced their eczema. Because what eczema is actually an allergic reaction to something that the body is being exposed to.
Ooh,
so
really
eczema can be caused by something that you breathe because the toxins are coming out of the skin, or it could be actually something that you're putting on the skin that is causing the allergic reaction. You go to the doctor, and what does the doctor do? They give you steroidal creams. That's a very strong medication. So if you can do something, try something first in the home to see if that will help reduce those issues. Yeah. It's the best place to start. With the husband, my friend actually loved her husband. And so they started changing out his diet to more healthier organic food, but they also started with some vitamins and supplements to reduce the triglycerides, because he had really high blood pressure, really high cholesterol. And again, that is a reaction to being vitamin deficient. So with good nutrition and vitamins that they found that he was deficient in started to reduce the triglycerides. And now he's not on any kind of high cholesterol medication or high blood pressure medication. It took time. It took like over 6 months. So it's not a quick thing, but if you're committed to not being on medication, reducing medication, or getting off of medication, and you have to do it with a doctor. I'm not certified in anything other than he's lost weight. He lost over 100 pounds, and he's very healthy.
Sorry, there's a big truck going by. I hope that's not.
Okay, I was done. So those are my 2 stories.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Yeah, I was just going to say, what would be, so there are asthma and other respiratory illnesses, eczema, triglycerides and cholesterol. What are some other common conditions where you would think making the home healthier would be at least a first step to alleviate some of the symptoms or eliminate, like so many of these things are multi-causal. So if you can at least eliminate that it's coming from the home, I think that would be a real peace of mind. You would have more peace of mind that at least in your surrounding environment, you are not making this worse.
Yes. Well, 2 things on that. There's always 2 things. First off, behavioral issues, ADD, ADHD.
Wow.
Because if you're in your home, your children are there and they're feeling, I'll just say the word crappy. They're just not feeling good. How do they act? They react. Yeah. They can't focus. They can't do their homework. They can't, do a lot of things because maybe they have a migraine or a headache or they just don't feel good. That is, so you eliminate the toxins that they're breathing in your home. You can't control what's being used in a daycare or at school or at the grocery store or whatever, but you can decide that at least in your home, you're going to eliminate toxins.
Reduce the harm. Yeah.
Reduce the harm. Thank you. And the second thing is, as a mom who's crazy and nuts, isn't it a peace of mind to know that what you are purchasing in your home, because we all know that cleaning products, laundry detergents are poison. We all know that fragrances like Febreze, they're not good for you to breathe in. And the list goes on. So wouldn't it be great to calm your minds if you know that what you are purchasing and bringing into their home is the best for your family?
Yeah. It's another way to love your family.
Yeah. It's either conscious or subconscious.
Right.
And you can breathe.
Right. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Because and also, there's a larger macro view of this is that, the environment is a huge topic for the world. And people have all sorts of different viewpoints about how to remedy that. But I would think that having at least clean, non-toxic products in your home is one way that you can be very proactive with that.
Absolutely. And for a couple reasons. One is you're supporting good endeavors. You're supporting a company that really cares. Also, the other step out thinking is understanding that everything going down your bathroom drain, kitchen drain, laundry drain eventually goes into the environment. And most of us think that, it's going through the septic system. Well, the septic system in towns, they only take out the natural byproducts. They don't take out the chemical byproducts.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So if you're throwing your old medication down the drains or the toilet or, that kind of thing, it is going into our waterways, into our ocean.
Yeah.
So even if you think, I'm just one family, one person, it's not going to make a difference because no one else is doing it. Well, a lot of people are doing that, and you can feel good about becoming part of that solution. Now, I live on a farm and I live in a septic tank situation with a leach field. Well, I want everything going down all my drains because it's going into my vegetables. It's going into my orchard, into my chickens, so
it's all connected. It's all connected. Yeah,
exactly. So that's another important thing to know and understand that it's all connected.
It
so what
is.
you do at home does affect outside.
Right. Just like when you're feeling less stressed, your kids are going to feel less stressed, or you're going to respond to their stress differently. Your day goes different because you're not polluting yourself with all that stress. It's the same thing. If you have personal products and cleaning products and things you're ingesting that are supporting your body, you're going to just be different. It's going to change your environment and how you are in it. So what would be the one thing or one piece of advice that you would give someone who is going, yeah, I hear you, but what do I do now? What would be a good first step?
A first good step. Wow. Maybe it's just to walk through your own home and open up your cabinets and read some labels. If you have Lysol, I grew up with Lysol. My mom used to spray it in the air, when we were sick. I was like, ooh. Look at the labels and see, what's in it. If there's a skull and crossbones, well, that would be the first on your list. Lysol is the same ingredients as an Agent Orange. So with that little tip of information, it's like,
yikes.
I know, I'm sorry, but that's what I do. So go through your medicine cabinet to see, what's in there as well. Even medications, because you can go to your doctor and say, you know what, I'm on all these medications. I want to start weaning myself off. And what can I do? So anyway, go through the cabinets first, make a list, and then decide, make the commitment that you are slowly going to start looking for products to convert your home to a healthier place to live in and breathe in. And it's simple. You don't have to do it all in one day. You just, when you run out of whatever you're using, you buy the better product. And just a quick reminder, and this is what I did. I went through my whole home one day and put everything. I mean, I'm a fanatic in that. I learned this information. I'm getting everything out. I put it in a box. Well, the gal who was educating me was, hi, honey. Lovely work at home. When she told me, you can't just throw those things in the trash can. I went, why? Well, you have to take all that to a hazardous waste dump.
Wow.
For good reason. I went, that was another big light. It's like, oh my God, I have this whole box of poisons and I can't even throw it down. So what was I really thinking or not thinking? So anyway, these little aha moments. So that would be the first step. And the second step might be to talk to me. I will answer your questions. I'll ask what solutions you're looking for. And we can talk about alternative ways to clean your home, alternative ways to, toothpaste, body lotion, everything in your cabinets.
That's awesome. So, and you told me that you do have a free gift for people. Can you tell us a little about that?
Yes. And thank you for asking. Yeah, it's called Your Immune System, Your Human Immune System, and it's a workbook. Overall, what we do for our health is really just to strengthen our immune systems. But it's been a long time since most of us been in high school for biology or college if we took those kinds of classes. It's to understand that our immune system is the engine of our whole body. And that's why we do everything that we do. So this booklet, it's a free download, will re-educate you on what the immune system is, what's it made of, because honestly, it is made of viruses and bacteria and fungus and all these other things that are in the air. But once you understand how it all works and the balance between everything, then you won't be scared of it. And then it also continues with the recommendations on how to strengthen your immune system. So it's a great resource. It's free, and I think it'll be in what they call the show notes. That
yes,
you can
I will put them
read it
on YouTube. I'm going to put it in the description section, and on Facebook, I'll put them in the comments section.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you, Tina, so much for coming today. I feel like I learned a lot. I feel like I'm, fairly educated on this, but I feel like I learned a lot, especially about the triglyceride and part. I was like, what? And you're always a pleasure to talk to. And if whoever's listening out there, if there's if there's just one thing you're worried about, if it's one issue, if it's a behavioral issue or a physical condition, or you're not feeling great or you're feeling low energy, reach out to Tina. It may be something in your house, and it could be actually fairly easy to fix, or at least support your system so that whatever else you're doing is going to work better. So Tina, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Rita.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Take care.